Okay. It is right on top of the hour, and I love to get started. I love when people are right on time. Before we really get going, I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So I'm going to just check over in the right column, or the right-hand side over on the bottom, there'll be a little chat bar. If you can hear me, can you go ahead and say, yes, I can hear you, I'm here, whatever you can just to let me know that everything is actually going through. And there is a little bit of a delay. You won't know that there's a delay at all. Okay, yes, John is there. But you will, it'll just be fine. Like, you won't know that there's a delay, but that's no big deal. If I ask a question and then I'm kind of pausing for a little bit, then that's why Susan's here. Awesome. Okay, so I also want to know what you guys see on your screen. Do you see like the little header? So it says the story of an empowered mom. How it's a picture of me with the name on it. So just let me know if that's what you see on your, yes. Okay, perfect. All right, let me just check one more thing. All right, before we get started, I want to just see where everybody's coming from. So in your little chat bar, I want you to type out where you are at, where you're at. So I am calling in or coming in from Nebraska right now, just outside of Omaha. I am at my in-laws' house, and it is so nice to be here and also to be here with you guys. So I want to see where you guys are at, so put that in there. Tina is from Oklahoma. Awesome. And as you guys are writing that in, don't be shy. I want you just to be able to to feel free. As you're doing that, most of you are from my most of you know me from photography, right? That's where I got a lot of you, or most of you are from tonight. I do have some friends and some family who are on the call tonight too. And I just want you to know, thank you so much for being here. This was, I wouldn't say a huge step for me to go from photography. It's really just me teaching, and that's what I do with photography too. But it's something that I have just felt so strongly to share, because it's helped our family so much. It's helped me personally. And so I always am like, oh no, I have my photography, I teach that, I am too busy, blah, blah, blah. And time again, this just keeps coming up and up and up, that I need to share this, I need to get it out there. So that's why I do it. That's why I'm here tonight. So we also have Diana from Ocean City, New Jersey. We have Susan from Orange County, California, just outside of Disneyland. Susan, you know I'm so sad that we are not by Disney World anymore. So it looks like we have everybody coast to coast. So let's get started. I want you to know that you can ask questions at any time. Feel free to type that in the chat bar over at the right, and I will answer those accordingly. So please feel free to open up and speak up, and if you have any questions throughout, then that is wonderful. So we are going to get started. Like all of my webinars, I want to give you the tips to get the most out of this class. I want you to turn off everything that's operating in the background. So that includes any email systems, Skype, iTunes, any extra programs. I want you to have your notebook and pen ready. If you printed out that workbook that I sent out today, have that ready with a pen, and you can fill those things in. There's going to be a lot of good info tonight that you're going to want to write down. So if you print it out, have that, or just have a pen handy. And then silence your phone, close your door, really give yourself this time. Oh, not your camera. I'll teach something different. I want you to discover how these could really help you. These oils could really be something for you. So I want you to stay tuned to the very end, because I do have a fast action bonus for you. And this is, I call it my family survival kit, and it's a keychain, and inside are these 8 oils that I keep with me all the time. Citrus Bliss, Lavender, Balance, Melaleuca, Lemon, On Guard, Peppermint, and Serenity. And all of these are really, we're going to talk about a lot of these, but it is something that you can have with you to address a lot of concerns with just these 8 oils. And so It's so handy. Again, I always have it in my bag with me wherever I go. Actually, it's in my purse, so it's literally wherever I go. So you want to get your hands on that. So I want you to talk to me. You can either type this in the chat bar, or you can just answer it in your head. That's totally fine. But I want you to think about or to tell me, do you feel empowered in your family's healthcare? When it comes to you and your family's healthcare, do you feel empowered with it? Or is it something that you're kind of like, oh, I don't know, like you're shrinking with, or have you not even thought about it? You're just like, well, it's healthcare, so I haven't even thought about it. Feel free to type that in, or again, just answer it in your head. The next thing I want you to think about is, are you happy with your current healthcare opportunities and options? Are you happy with how things are working, like where you can go and what you can turn to if you need help with your health? And the third thing I want you to think about, or you can talk about, is, are you comfortable trying other healthcare alternatives? Is this something that you've even thought about, or are you a little nervous about it, or are you just like, yes, I know, I need something new? So kind of help think about those things right now. I want you to know that you're in the right place tonight, because you're ready to not just be informed about healthcare options, but really just to be empowered. That's what this is really all about, is to show you that there's and for us, it's an easier way to really control and take care of our health. You're also in the right place because it's your time to finally understand how you can take care of your health in a way that's really fast, effective, safe, and simple. That's my biggest thing. I love simple and I love fast, effective. But the reality is, you probably still have some hesitancy in knowing what's right for you and your family, right? So there's 3 stumbling blocks that seem to always pop up when people are first learning about how to take control of their health when you're using essential oils. The first one is, you're just not sure what is actually safe, what's real, what's potent. You don't know where to turn to for the best stuff. The second one is just feeling overwhelmed when you're trying to figure out how to actually use and apply essential oils for specific ailments in your everyday life. You know, sometimes you're like, well, yeah, I've heard about these. I've heard that it can be great, but I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to apply them, what to do, what to get. So that can be a real stumbling block for most people. The third stumbling block is just frustration from not knowing where to get the safest and most potent oils for your family. There's a ton of essential oils out there, tons and tons. But we're going to talk about, not all of them are potent. Not all of them will do what they say they're going to do, and not all of them are safe. So that is one thing that we're going to definitely go over. We're going to conquer each of those stumbling blocks right now in this class so you can get past those things. But first, before we get to that, I want to share something. So about 5 years ago, I was really struggling. I was just pregnant with Lily, our third child. A lot of you have seen pictures of her. And I was just experiencing some normal anxiety and moments of real true fear and frustration. This picture of Lyndon and I in there, because you can see I'm pregnant. And I remember like taking this picture because I thought, it's a smile on my face and I can see that it's not a true smile, but it's kind of, I just was in kind of this like funk and just like anxious and fearful when I was pregnant. But because I was pregnant, I didn't want to take any type of drugs or medication. So I sought after some natural health options. And I knew essential oils had helped a really good friend of mine. So that's where I started. And I learned from her what would help with anxiety. And so I moved forward from there. So I ended up getting 4 essential oils. They're 4 mood oils. It's called, they're blends. It's Balance, Serenity, Citrus Bliss, and Elevation. And combining those with some other techniques, it worked. It totally helped. I was able to successfully just help any anxiety when it popped up. So that was awesome. And then soon after we had those oils and it was working for me, Maddie, our oldest, got a sore throat. So my husband and I are both self-employed, and that means health insurance is pretty expensive for us. And you don't have to be self-employed for health insurance to be expensive, for sure. But it was for us. And so when we needed to visit a doctor, we would have to spend a ridiculous amount of money out of our pockets. So when little issues like sore throats or earaches or anything like that came up, I would always get a little tense because I would think about those impending costs and expenses. Really, I would get overwhelmed. It wasn't just like, oh, shoot. It was like, oh, crap. What are we going to do? So I didn't even think there was another option that there was an option to even feel empowered when it came to our family's healthcare. That is until this time, after I used these 4 oils for my mood. Because I was successfully used those 4 oils to relieve my emotion issues, I thought, okay, well, what else could these oils do? So I looked it up online and I found out what I could do to help Madeline's sore throat, help out her issue. And guess what? As you probably know, it totally worked. It helped her. She moved past it, and I didn't even have to take her to the doctor. And you would not believe how empowered I felt after that. So that is when I became fascinated with these seemingly simple little oils and the miracles that they held for our family. We used them for every little and big health concern from that time forward. Anything that would pop up, we would find that we'd have really awesome success. So fast forward to the end of my pregnancy, I pretty much thought as soon as I was done being pregnant that that bit of anxiety and fear that I experienced would just go away. But instead, to my complete dismay, it just worsened. And I really experienced true frustration and fear that I had never known even existed in this life. It went up to an entirely new level. So I tried to enjoy Lily, our new little baby, but I was really haunted by this debilitating new reality for me. So this is a picture of the 2 of us, and I can remember laying there with her, just thinking like, oh, I love her so much, but life just felt dismal and dark and really fearful for me at that point. And this is we were living in Colorado at the time, and we did this little hike, and I just thought this is supposed to be fun, we're out here, we're should be enjoying ourselves. And I can remember this person took this picture for us, and I just thought, oh, I remember being anxious on this hike and just having this like dreading, fearful thoughts, and I was not happy. Life was not good for me at that time. So it all kind of came to a head when I ended up in the ER because I was so overwhelmed with panic and fear. So at the hospital, they prescribed antidepressants along with some anti-anxiety meds. And I can honestly say I was actually really grateful for it. I wanted to go the natural route, but at that point, I was too consumed with my grief and fear to really trust anything else. So I continued to take the medication. I actually didn't ever take the anti-anxiety. I only took the antidepressant, but that seemed to work for the anxiety. So I took that antidepressant for the next 10 months. And I didn't feel sad, but I didn't feel happy either. It was the weirdest thing. I just felt kind of flat. I just was this flatness. There was no highs and no lows. I knew that was not me. I didn't want to live like that for the rest of my life. It wasn't Katie. It wasn't experiencing life. It was just kind of living day to day. So I felt guided to just look for some alternatives. So I searched for answers, and through prayer and meditation, and again, diving back into these oils, I found myself again. And this is a picture of me from, I think, about a year ago, but I can't tell you how grateful I am that I was able to overcome that and get through it, and especially feel normal. During that time, I never thought that I would be, that life would be normal again, or I could feel the way I did before. And I can attest to you, I totally do. I feel even better than I was before because I have grown and become a new person, but inside I just feel happy, and I'm just so grateful for that. Here's another couple pictures, just pure joy, not only because we lived next to Disney World, but that real peace inside. I think that is the most important thing, and that's what I found again. And I want you to have that too. You may not be suffering in the same way that I did. You may not be suffering emotionally like that, but I know most people are going through something, be it physically or emotionally. So that's why I'm teaching. That's why I'm here. And I want to just break it down so that you know what is available to you, what you can actually use, so that you can feel empowered and you can move forward. So that's what we're doing. 7 essential oils. How this helped me really take control of my life and save thousands in healthcare costs. So here's what you're going to learn right now. You're going to get a solid knowledge and understanding of what essential oils are and how they actually do what they can do, right? So is it just a placebo effect? Is this just something that is, not really affecting us? And that's not true. It's not just placebo. It is actually affecting our cells, and we're going to go into that. So you're also going to learn how to easily and effectively select and use essential oils in your home and with your family, because sometimes that can get overwhelming knowing like, okay, well, we have this or we're experiencing this, so what do we do? What do we use? You're also going to learn my top 7 essential oils that's going to provide you with key solutions to your health and emotions. And then also we're going to talk about where to get the most potent and effective oils for the best price available. So you're going to leave here empowered and optimistic. Those are my 2 promises to you. I love this quote. A woman who is empowered is a woman who can change the world. So where do we even start? And the answer is right here. We're going to get into it. So get your notebook or get that, that workbook that you printed out, get it ready, because we are going to start with what is an essential oil. So an essential oil is natural. So they are actually natural aromatic compounds that are extracted and distilled from plants for health benefits. So you can see a picture right there of that peppermint leaf. If you were to magnify that peppermint leaf, you would see little sacs that were actually filled with oil. And that is what is extracted or distilled from those plants and actually put in the bottles. So oils are supercharged, so their potency is actually 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop of peppermint oil is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you can imagine just how potent that is. Oils are super affordable too, because it's just pennies per dose. So like that 1 drop of peppermint oil would only be 8 cents. And we're going to go through what peppermint can do and what that 1 drop can actually change and how you can benefit from it. Oils are effective. So oils contain hundreds of different compounds, providing complex and versatile ability to combat threats without building up resistance. So I love it. This is how the oils work. So you have a symptom, right? You have something going in it. Well, okay, first you have something going on in your body. You have this root cause. It is going to show you some symptoms, okay? Then when you allow nature to come in and use oils, use what nature has provided for us, that oil is going to meet your body's needs, and that will allow your body to actually heal itself. So that's how they're working. They go in and they actually are changing and helping your body adjust and be in a solid, I can't think of the word, in a good state, so that your body can naturally start healing itself, because that's what our bodies were designed to do. So oils work with the body to address issues and root causes on a cellular level. So these oils are going in and affecting our cells. They can actually pass through the cell membrane, which medication can't even do that. You know, we have viruses and we have bacteria, and not all of those can be touched with, those viruses can't be touched with medicine, but with the oils, they can actually go in through the cells and actually address that. Essential oils are safe. I want to just say not all essential oils are safe, but the brand that we're going to talk about and that I use is called doTERRA. And doTERRA is safe. It sets a new standard for purity with, it's called CPTG. And I'm going to tell you what that means. They did this, they set this new standard in response to unregulated essential oil standards that limit usage and benefits. So right now, out in the world, out in the market, there are 4 types of grades of essential oils. The first one is synthetic. So it's just made to smell like lavender or smell like peppermint. That's in your perfumes, industrial, that sort of thing. That's what most of the oils out there are. Then you have your food grade. So you have, you know, if you buy rosemary crackers or if you buy cinnamon gum, then you have actual oils in there that that you can ingest. And then you have therapeutic grade that will actually work as far as health and wellness, that benefit. You can find a bunch of those therapeutic grades. I've seen them at Target, at Walmart, at Whole Foods, all of those. My friend who got into essential oils just by reading, she knew it was going to help some of her ailments with her kids. She went to one of those stores and was buying some oils there, and she noticed on the back it said, not safe to ingest, not safe for kids. And so she thought, okay, if this is a natural thing, why are these things not safe? And it's because there are still a lot, because there's no regulation that they can still put fillers, they can still put pesticides, things in there that are not 100% pure. So that's why doTERRA came up with this CPTG. And what that stands for is Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. So it goes above and beyond just a therapeutic grade. It's the world's highest quality essential oil, and they are verified safe for all ages and uses. So why is it so safe and pure? Well, all of their plants that they harvest are in their natural habitat. So doTERRA has crops all over the world. It depends on where that plant thrives the best and creates the best produce from it. So I know they have lavender fields, I think in Italy, I'm not sure. I know Washington is, they have peppermint plants, but they're all over in their natural habitat. They go beyond organic, verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, and foreign contaminants. And doTERRA goes through a real stringent third-party testing with each batch to make sure that those powerful benefits are there, and that there are no harmful side effects. So they really go above and beyond to make sure that these are the world's best oils. So let's move forward. How do you actually use these oils? There's 3 ways, and that's aromatic, topical, and internal. So when it comes to aromatic, that it just means that you are breathing in the molecules from it. So like you could, like this woman is breathing in from the actual bottle, just smelling it in. You could put it on your skin and then, you know, cup it over your mouth and breathe it that way. That little purple and white thing right there is called a diffuser. So you can actually put water plus oil in that diffuser, and it actually diffuses it into the air, so you can smell it that way. So aromatically is through the air, basically. The next way that you can use oils is topically. So you, like in this picture, you can apply it to the bottoms of your feet or any affected areas to target specific needs. So if my kids have an earache, then I would do basil around the ear, just on the outside of the ear. Or if we had a stomach ache, then we would use Digescent or peppermint on the stomach. And so that's targeting the actual area. The feet are always a really awesome place to put it. That's kind of my default place to put it when, you know, let's say it's something that I can't get to targeted wise. I always just put it on my feet or my kids' feet. Feet are also a really good place to put it, just so the kids are not touching it with their hands. If you have little kids, you can put it on your feet and put socks on. Or if you don't like the particular smell of one of the oils but need the benefit from it, then you can put it on your feet. So that's a great place to apply it. The other way to use it is internally. And I want to first preface this with only CPTG oils would I ever suggest you to use internally. Other ones are not meant to be ingested. There are a few of doTERRA's oils that are never meant to be ingested, and you'll see on the outside of the bottle, if it does not have a nutrition label, then you don't ingest it. If it has that nutrition label, then that would be safe to ingest. So you can do a drop in water, under your tongue, or in a gel capsule to support your mouth, throat, digestive, and overall health. So we're going to talk about this, but I love to put lemon oil in my water. If I'm having a stomach ache, I usually don't actually rub on my stomach. I will put the Digescent in my mouth. And you can even, again, put them in capsules and then swallow them that way so you don't even have to taste it. So here are a few helpful guidelines. Less is more when it comes to oils. I would say if you have something that you are trying to take care of, to do it more frequently. Less oil more frequently instead of just a bunch of oil at the same time. I usually use a drop for a child or a half a drop for a baby. So you could just like touch the top of the oil for a baby. For an adult, I use 1 to 2 drops for an adult. But out of any eyes, ears, and nose. So those are the 3 places you don't want to put it. You can also dilute your oils with coconut oil, and you can see a picture right there. There's coconut oil is usually hard at room temperature, but you could also buy it fractionated where it's still, or it's liquid. So you can use that. I've just used the hard stuff too and just let it, you know, melt to my hand, and then I'll put like a little drop in for my kids or something. That's a good way to spread it and also make sure they're not getting too much. The other helpful guideline is to make sure that your oils are accessible. It's kind of like when I teach with my camera, I tell people, have your camera out and ready, have it in your kitchen. If you have it up in the, in your closet, you're never going to get it out and use it. And it's almost the same with oils, especially when you're starting to use them in the beginning, because if they're not out and you're remembering, you will not remember to put it on. So I like to have mine out to see them, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I grab them here and there. And then keep your oils with you. Like I said, that travel, the little family physician or family survival kit that I'm going to show you at the end, that is awesome to have them with you all the time. So let's go into those 7 oils that we talked about. I love this part. I love talking about the oils and what they can do and their benefits. So we're going to start with lemon. And lemon emotionally is called the oil of focus. So some of the key benefits of lemon, and you can see that right over there on the right in the middle. Lemon cleanses and purifies the air and surfaces. So you can use lemon to clean up like your kitchen. You can diffuse it into the air, and it's going to just purify the air. Lemon is naturally cleanses the body and aids in digestion. That is why so many people, why we love to put it in our water. It helps to I was just watching Tony Robbins. I'm a big fan, but he talked about how important it is to keep your body, to keep the acid away and kind of keep it balanced in your body. And he said lemon in your water is a huge assistance in that. Lemon also supports healthy respiratory function, and you can diffuse it to promote a positive mood. So any citrus oils are awesome with uplifting mood and keeping in a positive mood. So we talked about putting 1 to 2 drops in water to naturally cleanse and aid the body in digestion. You can take lemon internally with any seasonal respiratory discomfort. So my son, he has some pretty bad allergies, so we use lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and that really helps him keep that under wraps. You can also add lemon to a spray bottle of water to clean countertops and that sort of thing, other surfaces. This is a really awesome one. During homework time, you can use lemon to dispel mental fatigue, and it restores focus and clarity. It's kind of like just an awakening oil. Like I said, any citrus oil just keeps you focused and like awake and alert. Lemon is also helpful in calming fears and insecurities while restoring confidence in the self, which is awesome, especially for kids. Right now, my 10-year-old daughter, Madeline, really has a lot of fears. There's just kind of these fears coming up. And so lemon is so helpful to just restore that confidence once again. You can also diffuse lemon in your home to assist in releasing feelings of sadness by restoring those feelings of joy and happiness. And again, if you guys have any questions as we're going through, feel free to type in that chat. Don't feel like you're interrupting me. I can either answer it right then, or I will just wait for a good time. So the next one we're going to talk about is lavender. And lavender is considered the oil of communication. So some of the key benefits with lavender is it helps ease feelings of tension. This is a very calming oil. If you think about what kind of oils to think about at nighttime to kind of, wind down, to soothe, lavender is a key one for that. Also, lavender soothes occasional skin irritation. So whenever I think, okay, skin related, I always go to lavender. Like a bug bite or a scrape or something like that, I choose lavender. You can add a few drops of lavender to pillows, bedding, or bottom of your feet for a restful night's sleep. You can add it to a bath to soak away stress, or apply to the temples and to the back of the neck. So again, very calming, relieving feelings of tension. The second one, lavender reduces the appearance of skin imperfections. So anywhere that you have some skin issues, that's going to be perfect. You can also use it in your linen closet, your mattress, your air, or in your car with a little mist. You can put it with some water, and it's going to, of course, smell wonderful, but really bring those feelings of ease. Lavender supports individuals in releasing tension and fear of expressing oneself. It also, you can diffuse it in your home to overcome fear of rejection. Lavender also helps reduce anxious feelings, and you can, like we said before, apply it to the bottoms of your feet for a peaceful sleep. Okay, peppermint. This is considered the oil of a buoyant heart. So peppermint, the key benefits is it promotes healthy respiratory function and clear breathing. So this is another, I said for the seasonal discomfort, you can use lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And you can just feel it. Like I will put it in my hands and just smell it. Just take a big, deep breath in my hands. And you can just feel everything, airways just start opening up. Peppermint is awesome for any indigestion, so reduces bloating, gas, any occasional indigestion. Peppermint is a go-to. You can apply it topically to relieve feelings of tension. Peppermint is there's a couple oils you can go to for a headache. Peppermint is one for me that I love. Like I feel like if I'm kind of just getting tense, like around 2 or 3 o'clock, sometimes my head just kind of feels tight. So I'll rub peppermint just on the back of my neck and put it on my temples, and I could just feel myself almost just kind of soothing away. You can also diffuse peppermint when you're feeling fatigued or low on energy. So my husband drove, when we moved to Orlando, my husband drove the car with him and the dog and our stuff, and we flew. So I made sure that he had peppermint in the car with him so that he could, just kind of open it up and smell it, or he could smell the bottle while he was driving. It really helps, if you're feeling just kind of like those 2 o'clock slump or just kind of feeling fatigue, peppermint is what I turn to. So you can rub it on your temples when you need a quick energy boost. Again, we talked about digestive help. You can do 1 drop in your mouth to help freshen your breath, and it actually tastes really good. You don't want too much. You just want a teeny little bit on the top. It blends really well with lavender for a soothing massage, because then you get your stress relief plus that like tingly peppermint. It just feels and smells awesome. You can also add it to as a cold water compress for a foot bath or to cool off when you're overheated. Peppermint is one that I have in our that family survival kit, because whenever we go to Disney, I would have that for us if it was getting too hot, and I would just rub a drop or rub some of it on the back of each of our necks, excuse me, and it really just helps cool and soothe the body down. You could also even drink some in water, and that's also going to help cool off if you're feeling overheated. So peppermint, you can inhale for a non-stimulant, invigorating pick-me-up on long drives, like I said with that Jonathan did. You can add it to your shampoo and conditioner, which feels awesome for a stimulating hair massage. It repels bugs naturally. We had some ants at one point. We saw some spiders come in when we were in Florida, and I would put in a spray bottle with water. I'd probably use like 8 ounces of water to about 3 or 4 drops of oil, shake it up, and I would just mist it around the corners, around the edges of our house, and it just keeps bugs at bay. But it's totally safe for your kids and dogs and all of that. So it makes it really nice, natural bug repellent. You can diffuse peppermint during study time. This is another one you can diffuse to stay alert and active. And then if you're feeling discouraged, then you can use peppermint to rediscover the joy of life. Okay, On Guard is next. And On Guard, oh, this is one of my favorites. This is called the Oil of Protection. So On Guard is an actual blend of oils. So it is wild orange, clove bud, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And those combined give you this huge protective blend. It also smells like fall, so it's awesome to diffuse in the all the time, but in the fall. I like that. So some of the key benefits is it's an effective alternative to synthetic options for immune support. So if or when, it seems like there's always a point or two during the school year that my kids come home and are feeling crappy because they're getting stuff from other kids. That is when I use On Guard. I rub it on the bottoms of their feet. I diffuse it in the air, and it just keeps everything at bay to really boost your own immunity to fight anything that's going on. This is your protective blend. It supports the body with the body's natural antioxidant defenses. It supports healthy respiratory function, and you can diffuse it for cleansing the air. You can also, this is one that you can take internally, so you can add about 3 drops to a veggie capsules for a quick immune boost. And I'm going to show you at the end, there's also little beadlets that are awesome that have the On Guard oil in it that you can just, it's quick and easy and convenient for that immune boost. And like I said, I rub this on the bottom of our feet during the school season, and it really, like I said, just, you're not getting those seems like yearly or bi-yearly things that come through the school and your house. You can diffuse it in your home to help cleanse the air, like what we said, and it adds a spicy and sweet aroma. Protects against environmental threats. Like I said, you can use it during the fall and winter months, and you can even add it to water for an effective all-purpose and natural cleaner for surfaces. So this is another awesome one if you want to spray down your kitchen or bathroom. It has all those things are going to get rid of the bad stuff. Okay, moving on to Deep Blue. This is called the Oil of Surrendering Pain, which is what we all want, right? So Deep Blue is that, it's also a blend. So it is wintergreen, camphor bark, peppermint, blue tansy flower, blue chamomile. I do not know how to, I've never known how to say that. It's like hearthricum flower and then an osmasis flower. It smells tingly. It smells, you definitely smell that wintergreen and peppermint in there. Some of the key benefits: you can rub Deep Blue on your lower back muscles after a day of heavy lifting at work or during a move. Deep Blue is that any pain going on in your body, Deep Blue is what I reach for. So when I start a new exercise routine, or if I'm doing something extra extraneous that I'm feeling like the muscle soreness, or if I just have a cramp in my neck or anything like that, Deep Blue. It's also perfect for a soothed massage after a long day of housework. You can also apply it on your feet and knees after exercise. I know my husband's knees have been bothering him, and he can rub that on there or on his ankles, and it really helps soothe that. Deep Blue works on your lower back muscles, like just what we said, after a heavy day of lifting. You can massage Deep Blue with a few drops of carrier oil into your kids' legs before bedtime. We've all had our kids come to us and say, or I have, I don't know if all of us, but I've had my kids come and say, oh, my legs hurt. It's those growing pains, right? So that's the oil that I can turn to and really relieve that and have that affect them. Also, after long hours on the computer, you can try rubbing Deep Blue essential oils on your fingers and wrists, shoulders, necks, anywhere that just kind of feels tense and tight that you need some relief from. Okay, Balance. This is another blend. Balance is called the Oil of Grounding. Balance is one of those 4, I talked about the first oils I got were those 4 mood oils, and Balance was one of those. In the blend is spruce needle, hoe wood, frankincense resin, blue tansy flower, blue chamomile, and a base of fractionated coconut oil. So Balance promotes a whole body sense of relaxation. It also evokes feelings of tranquility and balance. Balance you can use before bed for a restful night's sleep. You can also add it to your wrists or neck to help ease anxious feelings. And that was the one that I turned to quite often. If I started feeling anxious or, not feeling right, I would just dab it on my wrist, almost like perfume. I'd rub my wrists together and smell that. So for a grounding experience with Balance, you can, again, put it on your wrists or in your hands and just breathe in deeply. You can begin your day by putting Balance on the bottom of your feet to lessen stress throughout the day. So this is what we use with our kids. So before our kids go out for school every day, we put Balance on them, and especially Lyndon, my son, my 9-year-old. Balance just helps anything that's going to be thrown at him throughout the day that may not be his favorite or may not be what he wants or is expected or is expecting. Balance helps him just control it all and be able to take it all in without feeling overwhelmed. It balances you. It grounds you. You can add Epsom salt to balance for a comforting bath. You can, we talked about the anxious feelings. You can diffuse it in your car during trips to create a calm environment. We've all been on family road trips where we're just kind of like, ah, feeling nutty. Get your balance out, and you can put some on a cotton ball and kind of like put it in the little air vent, and it can diffuse throughout the car, or you can just open up the bottle, and it's really going to bring those calm feelings and make it more of a calm environment. You can diffuse in the air to calm an overly active child. So, you know, if I am trying to get things ready for dinner, and, you know, Lyndon, it seems like Lyndon and Lily are my most active, but they're just kind of like bouncing off the wall. I can diffuse balance, and I feel like it just like calms the whole environment down and helps them. Balance is really helpful when assisting you to stay on track with a specific plan or idea, so it helps you focus. And like I talked before, rub it on the, you don't want to run it on the bottom of your feet, rub it on the bottom of your feet before school to provide that focus and grounding. Frankincense is called the oil of truth. Frankincense is it's when I think of oils and how effective, frankincense just blows me away. It is one that is just like a big powerhouse. You can take 2 drops in a veggie cap to support healthy cellular function. Also a key benefit, after a day of outdoor activity, you can massage frankincense into your hands and feet for a warming and soothing effect. You can add it to your moisturizer or lotion to reduce the appearances of blemishes and to rejuvenate the skin. It's amazing for your skin. You can also apply it to the bottom of your feet to promote feelings of relaxation or to balance your mood. This is an awesome one with frankincense, is you can add it to any other oil as an additional booster. So it's almost like, you know, it supercharges that oil. Frankincense just kind of goes with that oil and helps it perform even better. You can add frankincense to a diffuser to alleviate stressful and anxious feelings, and for experiencing relaxation in your home all the time. You can also use frankincense. You can diffuse it or put it on your feet to invite individuals to let go of any negativity. I don't know if that ever happens in your house, but this does happen in mine. I just saw over here on the right, Tina asks, is this what you use exclusively for anxiety? So I think this was probably back at the balance. It is not what I use exclusively. There is, I love those 4 oils. It's Elevation, which what we were not going to talk about here, but we can talk about if you want to email me, Tina. Elevation, Citrus Bliss, Balance, and Serenity. Those 4 oils are what I have used for anxiety. But there's some other ones too that will work too. Having lemon in your water is a huge one that really helps with the anxiety. So there's also, we can talk about that too, Tina. Just send me, we can talk about it here. If you have more questions, go ahead and type it in, or you can send me an email and I can tell you what else will work. You can tell me kind of how you're experiencing it or who is experiencing it and how we can help them. Okay. All right. So we were talking about inviting individuals to let go of negativity. Sometimes in your house, it just feels negative, right? Like there's just this negativity in the air, and using frankincense, diffusing that really helps people just let it go. Like that's kind of our big thing. Let it go. Sometimes I sing it to my kids, but using frankincense is really helpful in that. So using these oils have really empowered my family and I to not only alleviate our pain and discomfort, but as you can see, it really adds peace and joy to our lives. It's not just about taking care of the symptoms, but it's about moving it above and bringing in that peace and joy. I would never go back and redo that sadness and anxiety season in my life. It was terrible. However, I'm forever grateful that it happened, because that was the means to bring these incredible oils into my life. And I see them as a gift. They're a true gift. I'm actually really honored to be able to even share that with you and give you the opportunity if it's something that you'd like to use as well. So let's talk about why you showed up today. You're tired of running to the doctor for anything that feels threatening to your family, right? It's exhausting and it's expensive. Also, you don't want to only be able to help and support your family physically, but you want to feel empowered to help them emotionally as well. If we're If our emotions are off, then that's also something that that is going to play a part, and that starts affecting us physically. And you now know it's totally doable, but you just need someone to show you the way and how to do it in your own life. So it's time for you to take control, and it's really your time to feel confident and empowered as you take care of yourself and your family in a way that feels right. And you can do that by using this this natural product. And like I said, this product gives you the tools to quickly and efficiently support yourself and your family so that you can nurture yourself physically as well as emotionally. It's really for you, and I know you showed up tonight for a reason, and I hope you took a lot of notes and learned a ton. But the next step is to actually implement this, to get these oils in your home so that you have the answers when you need it. So just so you know, everything you learned is solid, and what I just taught you were some of the exact things that pulled me out of the anxiety and sadness turmoil. Using these oils have totally empowered me in ways that I didn't even know were possible. And I want you to know it can do the same for you. This is something that's not just specific to me, specific to my family, but it can be for you as well. And these oils work. It has been proven time and time again with hundreds of thousands of people. There's so many people using oils these days. I almost laugh when I hear it. You know, I'll hear it in the grocery store, people like discussing it. But it's really, it's worked. So are you ready to know how to begin your oil journey to empower yourself and to make sure that you don't get overwhelmed or lost along the way? So these oils right here, this is called the Family Essential Kit. And there are 10 oils, 7 of which we talked about. No, 6 we talked about. And we're going to go over the other 4. But this is the precise toolkit that will provide you with hundreds of solutions to support your family's wide array of physical and emotional needs. It leads to peace of mind as it empowers you with the resources to bring health and comfort. So we did talk about On Guard, Deep Blue, Lavender, Lemon, Peppermint, and Frankincense. So these 4 that I've circled here are also involved in the kit, which is Digescen, I can't talk, Breathe, Melaleuca, and Oregano. And I love these 4 oils too. It's funny. I'm like, oh yeah, these are my favorite oils. And then when I see these other ones, I'm like, oh, these are awesome. These work so well. So Digescen is all about digestive support. So it, peppermint, like we talked about, works for digestion things. Digescen goes above and beyond. It's a blend. There's ginger, peppermint, caraway, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel in there. And that is my go-to anything going on with, you know, if you're having upset stomach, if you're throwing up, diarrhea, like anything, it all goes to Digescen, and it works so quickly. It works so quickly. Breathe is another huge one that we love. Breathe is a blend. It has laurel leaf, melaleuca, eucalyptus, peppermint, lemon, ravensara, and cardamom. This is all about opening up your airways and allowing you to breathe. If you are someone who has, you know, any environmental stuff going on, Breathe is going to be awesome for you. You're going to see a huge benefit of how it's going to open up your airwaves. That's a huge one for Lyndon that he loves. The next one is Melaleuca. Melaleuca it enhances your immune function and purifies skin, helping it recover quickly. So Melaleuca is kind of your topical antibiotics kind of a thing. Like if you get a cut or anything like that, Melaleuca is your best friend. And then oregano is a powerhouse oil. Oregano protects against environmental and seasonal threats. Oregano is what I used for that sore throat that I talked about that Madeline had so long ago. Anything that comes up that I just need to come in and just, you know, if something is going on in your body and you just need it to go away, then oregano. And the bottom of your feet is where I put that. It's a hot oil, so you want to make sure you don't get that on your face anywhere or like on any part of sensitive skin. And when you use it on kids, I try to dilute it. Sometimes I don't. I'll just put a drop on their feet, but my kids have never been sensitive to it. Okay, these 10 oils hold the answer to thousands of health concerns, especially you can even combine them. I know in the beginning, it can feel really overwhelming to start using these oils. You know, I told you about what they can do and how you can use them, but then you're kind of like, oh my gosh, where do I start? What do I even use for this issue or that problem? So making your shift to using essential oils, I'm going to make sure that it's really easy and effortless, because along with these 10 oils that you can get, you will also going to get a personal help and guidance from me or a member of our team. So when you get these oils, you're not just going to have them show up in the mail and have, just be like, okay, well, there you go. Good luck. We're going to help you out and follow through with you. So what we're going to do is contact you and set up a personalized wellness consult over the phone. So that means that we're going to talk to you about what your needs are, what the needs of your family is. This is what you can use. This is how you can use it. This is the frequency you can use it, so that you're not just kind of like, I don't know what to do. In this consult, we're going to look at each of your family members and really create a customized plan for you, so you know what oils to use and how to use them. And the support isn't going to end there. You're also going to be added to our team's private Facebook group page. There are a few thousand people in this Facebook group page, and they are kind, loving, they're good people, and they're all on a team of my friend who started this. Her name is Ashley Miller, and there's somebody that runs the group, and you're going to have instant access to hundreds of people who use and love the oils. Some of them are going to be new like you, and many of them have been actually using essential oils for years and years and are eager and happy to answer any questions and offer support. So you go in there, type blah, 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 blah. My son's experiencing this and this. What can I do? Or, does anybody have any suggestions for this? And it's a really nice supportive community. Plus, you're going to receive a really valuable and comprehensive welcome packet that's going to include a list of my favorite books and online resources, so you can further assist, that will further assist you in using and loving your oils. So, if I have an issue come up or something, then I will go to my book and I can look it up in the back under the issue, and then it will say, oh, you can use lemon, lavender, peppermint, or you can use blah, 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 and it'll tell you how to use it. So that's kind of like my first thing that I do. I go to that book and I figure out, it will tell me what I can use. And there's never just one oil for anything. There's always like a handful of oils that you can use for different issues. So this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the top 10 CPTG essential oils, and they're in 5 milliliter bottles. You're going to get all the ones we talked about: lemon, lavender, peppermint, breathe, digestin, on guard, deep blue, oregano, melaleuca, and frankincense. You are also, with this, you will get a wholesale discount membership. That means that when you get this this kit, you will also be a member where you can, it's kind of like you get a Costco card. So if you want to order any other oils, then you will get that at the wholesale price. You won't have to pay resale or retail. You're also going to get, like I talked about, that personal one-on-one wellness consult. You're going to get instant help and support as a member of the private Facebook group, and then that comprehensive welcome packet. Plus, this is where I talked about before, those On Guard. You're going to get these two things as well. You're going to get On Guard beadlets and peppermint beadlets. And like I said, On Guard beadlets are your that quick immunity booster. Like, you can just pop them in your mouth, and just to give you that quick immunity. And same with peppermint, like it's a real breath. I feel like it's more of a breath freshener, or if your stomach's kind of hurting, then pop in a peppermint beadlet. Those are really handy and convenient to have. And you all stayed to the end. I'm so proud of you. You also, with ordering today, you're going to get this fast action bonus. And this is, like I said, it's what I keep in my purse all the time. It's called our Family Survival Kit. So Citrus Bliss, which you won't actually be getting in your Family Essential Kit, that is all about energy, and it's all the citrus oils. Remember, I said citrus helps boost energy and awakeness and alertness. Citrus Bliss helps you feel alive and awake. So, if we're out and about or I'm just feeling in sleep, I'll put a little bit of that on my wrist. Lavender, remember, all about skin. So if there's any skin issues, or if we just need, Lily just needs to relax. Balance is that the other mood oil. And that is all about, remember, I put that on my kids before they go to school. That helps them just, take on anything that's going on in life. Melaleuca is kind of like your first aid oil in there. Lemon, all about alertness and energy. On Guard is, you know, you can rub that on your hands. It's almost like having your antibacterial, what is that? That little, the little soapy stuff that people keep with them. I never had that. I just use On Guard, especially like when we were at Disney and, you know, I'd see my kids run their hands along that bar or whatever. I'm like, here, have some On Guard. And they just like rub it on their hands. Peppermint, awakeness and alert. Alert helps with any type of overheating, stomach issues, that sort of thing. And then Serenity is that other mood oil that I talked about. This is all about calmness and peace. If you're feeling anxious, that Tina, that is a that's what you want to use for anxiety. You can rub it over your heart. You can smell it. That's probably my biggest anxiety oil there. I just saw over here, Susan asked, is it a lifetime membership or annual? That's an awesome question. So it's actually an annual membership. A membership normally costs $35, and I'm going to show you what it, but when you order this kit, which I'm going to talk about how much that is in just a second, then that $35 membership fee is waived. And so that is for 1 year. And so the next year when it comes up again, it's only $25 to renew, plus they send you a free bottle of peppermint. And peppermint is about, how much? It's about, I think it's about $25. So it's almost a wash. Like they want you to renew for $25, but then you get your free bottle of peppermint. So that's how much it is to renew every year. That's a great question. Okay, so are you ready to take control of your health? Like I said, there is an investment, and let's talk about that now. When I first heard about essential oils and how beneficial they could be, I thought for sure they were going to break the bank. But then I realized that they were really so affordable. Knowing the savings that we would enjoy and the benefit of using them, it really was an easy purchase for me. So your investment with getting all of that is $150. So I'm going to put, let me show you what you're going to get. Oh, no, we're going to go through that first. So $150 gets you all those 10 oils, plus the family survival kit, plus the beadlets. I saw another question from Tina, but I'm going to get this add to cart button in here real quick so I can show you. This is kind of a new program for me. So add to cart. Okay. And then it's going to go. Okay. I think to cart. Okay, so it should have showed up on the bottom right or over there on the right of your screen that says add to cart. If you guys don't see it, then go ahead and type in and I can give you the link. Tina said, minimum purchase each year or just the membership fee? That's an awesome question, Tina, and I'm going to actually go over that, so perfect. Okay, so when you click that add to cart, this is what you're going to see. Let me get back to here. You're going to see this screen pop up, and this is actually my Wellness Advocate screen. So you're going to click on Join and Save at the top, and then it's going to come up this. You're going to have to scroll down a little bit, and on the bottom right, it'll say Join doTERRA. So you push that button there, and then if you're in English, the United States, just click Continue. I think all of you are. And then it's going to be clicked on wholesale prices, so you just keep that right there and click on Continue. And then this is where you're going to want to fill in your personal information. So first name, last name, address, all of that stuff. You can do shipping address. Just click in my shipping address is the same. So you don't have to click all that in again. Fill all that out and then click continue. So you're also going to create a password. So just make sure you remember that password in there too. You will see where it says, please enter your sponsor ID. It's actually me in there. That's my number for the enroller ID and sponsor ID. Just leave that because that will make sure that you're on my team and we can get you in that Facebook group page and like all of that. So just make sure that that stays the same. So then you click continue. For some reason, they want to know if you're inside or outside of your city limits. So just click what is true for you and continue. And then this is where you are going to choose your kit. So I talked about the Family Essentials Enrollment Kit and beadlets. So you're gonna it's either gonna show up in this top or you're gonna have to scroll through. And here's the little the things to scroll. All of these kits right here are what are called enrollment kits. So when you choose one of these kits, that is what is going to waive that $35 fee. So you're going to be able to order whenever you want at the wholesale cost. And you don't have to pay that $35 right now. You just pay for the price of the kit. So the one that we talked about, like I said, is this $150 one, Family Essentials Kit. I did want to point out, you can look through any of these and choose any of them. You're also welcome to talk to me. I can call you on the phone or we can talk via email. I'm happy to do either. I did want to point out right now that this Home Essentials Kit, for some reason they don't have a picture. It looks like this weird black box. This is basically the upgrade from the Family Essentials Kit. So it's the exact same 10 oils, but you're just getting in the bigger bottles. So the ones for 150 are 5 milliliter bottles. And then this Home Essentials Kit over here are 15 milliliter bottles, plus you get a diffuser. So if that is something that interests you, that you'd like, you know what, I also want a diffuser, I want to go for this, and I want the bigger bottles, that would be really advantageous to get this kit over here, which is $275. You'll still get the bonuses like what I talked about, but it'll just be a little bit more expensive and you get more stuff. So as soon as you click on your kit, you'll just, click on it by, clicking on the picture. It'll, whoops, whoa, sorry. Oh boy, hold on. I just messed up my PowerPoint here. I am getting to it. It's coming. It is here. And play from current slide. Okay, so as soon as you click on that, you'll want to come down here and click View Totals, and it will show you exactly what you have to pay. You do pay shipping and tax, and so that will show up right there. I think it comes out to like $160 something with shipping and tax if you get that Family Essentials Kit. And then you just scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to want to click on the payment information. You can just do bill to, use the same shipping address, and then click on process order and continue. Oh, can people not see the slide? Let's see. Oh, no, it's not on there. Share screen, PowerPoint, share. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Okay, can you see it now? I'm thinking that you can see it now. Okay, so again, you'll want to, this is going back to the slide that I think you last saw, click on the actual icon, then click View Totals, and then scroll down to the bottom. That's where you want to click your billing address there, the same as billing address. And then you're going to want to do the next one down at the bottom right, process order and continue. And that's where you'll put your billing information in. Card number, expiration date, verification code, and then process order. And that is it. So then you get those, like I said, 10 oils plus all the bonuses. So all those oils there that we talked about, that fast action bonus that will actually be coming from me, it won't be coming in your kit from doTERRA. And then the bonus of the beadlets and the peppermint and On Guard beadlets. You're also getting, like I said, that wholesale discount membership, the wellness consult, part of the private Facebook page, and that welcome packet, so that you will move forward and you won't be lost, right? So if you choose that Family Essentials Kit, it's just $150 to get moving today. So I'm going to stay on for some more Q&A, and Tina, I'm going to be answering this right now, because you may be thinking, am I going to be locked into something here? Am I obligated to keep ordering things every month? What's the catch? And I think that's kind of what you're asking, Tina, like, what is the minimum purchase each year? What goes in with this membership fee? So the thing is, I want you to rest assured that there is no catch. You are not obligated to buy anything else. When you order today, you're only signing up for that discount. You're only ordering the oils that you're getting right now and signing up for the discount. That's it. So I do want to let you know that there are some major incentives if you do want to make a regular order. So doTERRA offers it's called Loyalty Rewards Program, and it helps you grow your oil inventory at just really the best price possible. And this is what I ended up doing. So loyalty rewards, there's no obligation. It's really similar to like a frequent flyer program. So doTERRA rewards you for ordering regularly, and you can choose different products each month and then cancel without penalty. So if you want to order regularly and order something each month, there's no minimum amount that you have to purchase, but you do have to purchase something each month. But if you continue to make a monthly purchase of at least $50 a month, you will be going up in these points or in these percentages. And what this means is that for months 1 through 3 that you order at least $50 a month, then you will get 10% of that back in product. So you would get $5 back in product. Or if you ordered $100 that month, you'd get $10 back in product. And this just will accumulate for you. You can leave it in kind of your little bank. And then as you continue to make your monthly order, which I do every month, it's just that I've just turned this into a lifestyle and I order stuff, I now get 30% back in things. So if I order something for $100 in that month, then I would get $30 back. It's 30 PV, which is kind of equal to $30. Then it would just stay in my bank to use after that. So it's really a cool idea, and it helps you really build up your oils in a really a good way that saves a lot of money. So, but like I said, there's no obligation to do this. When you go through your order, you'll be asked if you want to become part of the loyalty rewards when you order your kit, and you can just follow those prompts there, or you can click no, and we can set it up and help you during your wellness consult, or you can just not do it at all. Any of those things, or if you have some questions, then you can ask me during your wellness consult too, or you can even email me. So the last thing that you may be thinking is, oh great, now I have to sell this. And the answer to that is clearly no. No one is obligated to sell anything. In fact, I had zero intention of doing anything with the business side of it until I finally just felt almost morally obligated to open my mouth and share, because of what an immense blessing this has been and what these oils have been to my family. So you certainly do not have to share this. It's not something that that comes with it. You're under no obligation. However, if sharing these oils does interest you in the least bit, I'd love to chat, because this company is tremendously generous to their customers and especially to their business builders if you want to do that. My philosophy in sharing is simply showing service and helping others who are in need. I am never pushy or never salesy. It all comes from the heart, and this is what's helped me. Let's see if it can help you too. So I love to help coach and offer support to people who are wanting to learn about oils and who are wanting to build a business. And sharing can lead to a lot of things, such as just having your oils paid for. You know, you could share enough to just get a monthly order for free. It could supplement your income or even just replace your income. It's pretty miraculous. So if the sharing side, can't speak. If the sharing side resonates with you at all, please send me an email and we can chat. I can give you a call. So that is it. I think that offer is still up. It says, what does it say? Buy now or add to cart. Click on that, go through those things. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask me now. You can type it in that chat bar and we can go through that. Or if you want to just talk to me on the phone, I'm happy to do that too. Send me an email. You guys have my photography email if you're with me from photography, which is katie@key2pictures.com. So you can send that to me there. Oh, Tina just asked what your email. So katie@key2pictures.com. That will get it to me. Or if you just want to go ahead and order and move forward there, then I will actually see that order, and then I will be getting with you to get that wellness consult going, so you can have that. So I want to, as I kind of wait for some, if we do have any questions come in because of that lag, I want to let you guys know that I really appreciate you going through this, being here, showing up tonight. Sometimes it's not easy to get everybody in bed and get all situated, but that's awesome that you guys made it here. Tina said, when does this offer end? So the fast action bonus is going to end by this weekend. So the fast action bonus was that family essentials kit, the little travel thing. So if you can decide by this weekend, then I will send you that that kit. And then after this weekend, then that won't be available. So yeah, just let me know. Again, if you guys have any questions on what could be helpful for you or which kit that you think you might need for your family and for you, I'd be happy to help you out in there. So I'm thinking that we don't have any other questions coming in. Again, that I think it's like a 35-second lag or gap. So I just want to make sure I'm not cutting somebody off. Okay, how would we order by the weekend? Tina asked. Tina, you can go through the thing. So is that offer still on there where it says add to cart? You can go through it yourself, and that would be the order, and I would see that it came in. Or you're so welcome to just send me an email and I can call you up, or I can give you directions via email. So either go through that, where you click on that and then you do join and save and walk through those steps, or we can just go through it together through email. Susan said, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Susan. I'm so glad that you came. Okay, so I'm again waiting for this darn 35-second lag. Again, my email address is katie@key2pictures.com that you can reach me at, and then we can move forward. Okay, Tina wants to review the kits and decide this weekend. Perfect. That is awesome. Susan's going to check and see if she's still a member. Oh, right. Yeah, if you need me, go ahead and check, Susan. Okay, do we have any other questions? I'm thinking we're good. Okay, again, send me an email and we can move forward. Thank you again for showing up. You guys are awesome. Let me know if I can help you in any way and we can move forward. All right, you guys have a great night.